Did it. Still did. He said I tasted it. I tasted it.
Okay, we're now at a place called Trees of Mystery, where there should be like some skywalk and a gondola, and they have a Paul Bunyan. So yes, Paul Bunyan and his blue ox. So this is a mask, and he has a mask too. Can't really see with the focus. But anyway, so what I guess they put on, because it's COVID, you know, it's a joke about a mask, but I feel like the mask takes a lot away from the statue. Like there's a lot of detail. His beard would have detail, the details on the cow's nose, and they blocked it all, so I feel like that was a really bad idea. Okay, gotta do it for the video. He stopped. So we're going to go up there, up those stairs, and there's a skywalk, I think they call it. Okay, so I'm gonna follow Dakota and Zerica. These are the skywalks. You can see down. I don't know if you can see how high up we are in the camera. You probably can't, but we're up pretty dang high. Okay, so now we have the spiral staircase. Can't really see the top. Then it goes down. And it's 297 feet. So you can see Zerica in size comparison that it's way bigger than her. And that it's absolutely huge up high. And you come down, and you can see compared to Zerica, this tree is huge. This is apparently the largest privately owned tree in the world, because this park owns it, and it is massive. And I guess it's the largest privately owned redwood. Touched it. But yeah, it is very large. This thing, called cathedral tree, I thought was particularly interesting. As you can see, it's several giant redwoods that grew individually, but at the bottom they are all growing together, and then as you go up towards the top they separate. But because each of the trees is a giant redwood, at the bottom it is probably easily 20 feet across, and it does feel like you're standing in your own little room. So yeah, we want to go to the gondola. I need a gondola ride through the trees. As you can see, there's a bit of a line, but it should be a fun little ride through the trees. Yeah.
Okay, make sure you're ready.
Get Willow on.
Okay, go in.
She says no.
Come on, you should.
They're way up here.
Okay, so we are at the top of the gondola. You can walk up this little path after you get off at the top, and it's just a scenic overlook. You can't see too far because there's a lot of fog. Well, on the ocean side there's fog, so the ocean is this way, and then there's this way, but you can just see trees. We're up high enough, you can't really tell if they're really tall or what they are. And then if we pan over to the other side, it's just really foggy over there. You can see all the white. This is apparently Ted's Ridge. So that there dead tree in the distance you can kind of see is supposed to have an osprey nest on top of it, and then there's supposed to be another one somewhere over here, but it's harder to identify. But yeah, that dead tree in the distance, as you can see here. Yep, so that's osprey's nest. You can't like get close obviously, and you can't really tell it, but there is supposedly a osprey nest. Okay, so you can either take the gondola or there's a 1 mile hike. Jarek and Dakota and the dog are taking the hike, and me and Ma are going to take the gondola and see who gets there faster. I suspect the other two are going to be trying to win, so they'll probably jog a little bit and they'll probably beat us. We're going to take the gondola and see who's faster.
So we're doing a trail that is marked as advanced, and in all reality it is, I guess, maybe a little more advanced than I thought it would be. I mean, this is a fairly steep trail, probably steeper than lots of trails do, and it's more consistently steep than, I mean, some trails might get this steep, but it's generally for a shorter period. This one actually has fairly good stretches of quite steep, so yeah, kind of an interesting trail. Not that bad, but I guess maybe a little steeper than I anticipated it would be. I don't think it's coming up on the video well, though.
Okay, it appears the gondola has won the race because I don't see Jarek or Dakota. So I think we have one, because they should be coming down off of this path. Somewhere down there, they will show up eventually. So apparently the redwoods are protected against fire because their bark doesn't contain resin and something else, and it's lots of, it doesn't have pitch or resin, and it contains a lot of water, so somehow the trees are basically fire protected. I've been trying to learn how to use my phone gimbal for this whole trip, so I don't know if the video will be good or bad, but there'll be a fair amount of video. The last thing we saw at Trees of Mystery after the gondola was they had a whole bunch of these different carvings. I think there was different plaques telling the story of Paul Bunyan along with the carvings. Okay, so we are at what's called Tour Through Tree, one of apparently 3 places where you can drive through one of the giant redwoods. So yeah, we're allowed to drive through that. And might be a bit of a tight fit with the van, but we'll see how it goes.